Right, we got a lot of people that were involved in this project, and I want to make sure I try to pick up everybody and thank everybody that was involved. I'm going to start with the people that are not members of our club, the people outside that helped us. And number one, first and foremost, is Yamaha. See the Yamaha name across the top? They have their Outdoor Access Initiative program where they provide grant money, and they gave us all the money to buy all the materials for this bridge, with the understanding that we provide the labor. So that's a big part of it. And here to represent Yamaha is Tracy Simmons, and in the back is, wherever he is, Tom Smizzy. Oh, there he is. Tracy is the local sales rep for our region, and Tom has the Yamaha shop over in Latrobe, Gilby Motorsports. Tracy, you have a few words you want to say?
Yeah, Yamaha's been partnered up here with the club for 5 years now with the Outdoor Access Initiative. We're real proud of that. You guys have done a lot of great things, building the trails out here, you know, bringing power sports to your local community, and that's what we're all about. And now finally, this sounds silly, but a bridge is our favorite thing to do. When the guys in California knew about the bridge, they're like, oh, we can't wait till it's done. So you got to get out there. We were in Phoenix, Arizona just a couple days ago, and you got to get back and you got to get out there to the bridge. And the main thing about the bridge is that, you know, bridges are kind of symbolic to bring people together. So, you know, you have the river here that kept everybody on one side, and on the other side, you built this bridge to span it. So now we can use way more of the property and get everybody on both sides, and we look forward just to continue on. I mean, you know, the bridge is done, or will, you know, like I said, bring people together, but your club has already brought people like Tom, you know, the dealer, and, you know, myself with Yamaha, and all you guys as club members. We're all coming together and enjoying the outdoors and doing what's right, and it's something we want to continue. So we thank you, Al. Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Good. I also want to add that when I first got involved with the club and became an officer, there was a period of time where we were spending more money than we were taking in on memberships. And if it kept continued at that pace, the club would have shut down. It was at that time that we started our relation with Yamaha and said, can you help keep us in money to, to keep the club going until we can get our membership up? And they did. So they supported us at a time when we were almost desperate, and they're still supporting us at a time when we're doing some really cool, really neat things. So thanks again to Yamaha. We couldn't have done it without you. Next on the list, I want to introduce everybody to Senator Pat Stefano. Early on, trying to get a permit for the bridge, we were having a lot of trouble getting through the DEP. We asked him to please make some calls for us, and he did. I think that helped, because eventually we got the permit faster than a lot of other people said we would. So I want to thank for that, but I also want you all to know that Senator Stefano is behind the bill that was just passed in Pennsylvania that changed DCNR. Their grant program is now going to be twice a year instead of once. They're separating the ATV and snowmobile funds, so our registration money is for our projects. He was behind all of that. He managed to get at least one of those a unanimous vote. So I know I met with him 2 years ago to tell him my ideas for that, and I never heard from him again. So I know he did a lot of work to convince a lot of people. So I want to thank you for that and for being here.
Here. Thank you.
It all starts with an idea. And I want to thank you guys for bringing an idea. We saw a problem, and I'm finding here in Pennsylvania we've got a lot of problems. We have layers and layers, and nobody wants to change anything. And everybody keeps asking why, and I said, well, why not? Let's talk about this. You've got 135,000 ATV riders. But you're only getting 20% of the money that's going into the pot. It was all backwards. Because DCNR likes snowmobiles better because they don't, as they say, they don't damage the ground because they ride on the snow. Well, we fixed that problem. It took a lot of work because people didn't want to talk. And I found out after we started working on this that they've been working on this for over 7 years, trying to fix these problems. And we were just said, no, we're not going to back off, kept fighting and fighting until we got everybody to agree. Or at least, as I say, to be less unhappy. And that's what it took. So I appreciate you coming and talking about this. I tell the story all the time. That's what it takes. I need to hear what the issues are, and then let's go fix them. And let's get rid of the power that DEP has so we can get things done a lot smoother. But I thank you for all working together, because it's been a whole bunch of people working together. And as you said, now we have a bridge that will connect all these trails together, and that's what I want to see all across the state as we start connecting these trails together. Because if we can do that in West Virginia, we can do it in Pennsylvania, and we'll get the tourism here instead of there.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, you're welcome.
Next on the list is our township guys. Greg Grimm in the back here, Eddie Bakovic are here, the township supervisors. I just want you to know that every time I've gone to them and asked for anything within reason to help us out, and they've been behind us all the way. They helped us get a lot of our materials at reduced price. We would have been paying a higher price. They actually bought the materials and saved us some money in that. So I appreciate you guys. I assume you don't want to say anything. You're welcome.
Anything we can help you with.
That's
Thank
good
you,
about
guys.
them too. They're modest.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now we'll get to the club, and I do want to mention two people kind of special to me, because two guys over 15 years ago sat down and said, let's start a club. And they're here today. Bo, he's hidden somewhere.
Where are you, Bo?
And Bob Rakeiron here, still involved with the club, but those two guys sat down a long time ago and said we could do this. And I hope that you look today and see something that you're very proud that you started and where we've come since then. So, Bob, you have anything you want to add?
I just want to say that I want to really thank Al and Fred and all the other board members, township supervisors, senator. Everyone's made this thing possible. About 17 years ago, me and my neighbor Bo decided to put a club together. Snowmobilers had a club, so we decided to have a club. But I never, in my wildest dream, ever thought it would come to mutation to what it has. And thanks to Al again, I just can't thank him enough for what he's done for this club. Now we own property, we got a permanent home, and that's all because of Al and Fred and the other board members and hard work to bring this thing. So I just want to thank you all again, Al. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Like that. He took off the next one. I wanted to thank all the board members and officers too. I tend to be this person who's going to let's go, let's do it, let's go, let's buy, let's get this. And they kind of rein me back and say, slow down, take it easy, we'll do one thing at a time. And I do need that at times to slow down the process and think it through and get better ideas. And the entire board and all the officers have helped with that. So my thanks to you as well. And then the last group I want to mention are the people that showed up here to actually do this work. I was a little bit concerned that I wanted a volunteer group to build a bridge like this. There's a lot to ask. As soon as the crew got here and started working, it was amazing. I mean, we did one or two sections, and as soon as they saw what was going on, I didn't have to tell anybody anything after that. Everybody figured it out, started putting the thing together, putting stuff up, finding the right posts and slipping them in. I was amazed at how nice it was to work with a group of guys. I mean, they were motivated. They wanted to be a part of this too. But I was really pleased at the end to say, wow, you know, we did this with our own labor. Nobody got hurt. Everything went well. It looks great.
You did.
Yeah, I skinned my shin. Yeah. So again, thanks to all of you. I'm not going to try to mention names because I'll probably forget somebody rather than do the right thing and get everybody. Last person I want to thank is my wife Sharon, who's hidden here somewhere. She had to park her car outside all January while I built the sections of the bridge in her garage. So thanks to you and for putting up with me through that whole period. So with that, we'll have a ribbon cutting. We're going to ask 5 people to come up here, 4 plus me. Tracy, come on up here. Pat. And then I want Bob to come up, represent our board and all our officers. And then somebody that can come up and represent the volunteers that were here and working. Somebody that was... Jerry, come on up.
Jerry.
Jerry, get up here.
Come on, Jerry. Get up here.
Tom.
Okay.
We can fit in this way, right?
Wait till Donna
Yeah,
gets
we're
out.
gonna need a bunch of pictures, so don't get carried away cutting until I say cut. We need to get a couple of pictures. Go ahead and take them. Yep. 5 of us.
Just wait a minute. Passing off the scissors.
Now we're trapped. So get your scissors all ready.
Scissors
here.
in the
Get
ready
some pictures.
position here.
Tell us who's taking pictures here.
We all are.
We know who to look at.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, you ready to cut, guys? 1, 2, 3. Got the ribbon. Yeah.
Pat got the dull scissors.
I got the doll ones. I don't know.
Yeah, the doll.
Right, good job.